It's always heartbreaking to hear about lives that were cut short. Every year, Hollywood loses stars, but some losses don't come with long goodbyes or carefully planned farewells. They don't happen under bright studio lights or during emotional award speeches. They happen suddenly, quietly, in moments that were never meant to be final. 2025 became one of those years, a year where tragedy didn't strike on movie sets or red carpets, but on highways, beaches, and quiet city streets, places we all recognize, places we pass through every day without a second thought. This isn't gossip, this isn't sensational, this is about remembering real people, real lives, and the moments that changed everything in seconds. We all remember Malcolm-Jamal Warner. For many Americans, he was more than an actor. He was childhood. He was family evenings in front of the television. He was a familiar presence that grew up with us. Best known for his role on The Cosby Show, Malcolm entered millions of homes week after week, smiling, learning, growing on screen. But Malcolm didn't allow himself to stay frozen in that role. As he got older, he chose evolution over comfort. He became a director, a poet, a musician, someone deeply committed to creative expression beyond fame. In July 2025, Malcolm was vacationing in Costa Rica. It was supposed to be a pause from the pace of Hollywood, a chance to rest, reconnect with nature, and enjoy the ocean. Costa Rica is known for its powerful waves and unpredictable currents, especially along certain stretches of coastline popular with tourists. On that day, the weather appeared calm, the water looked inviting. Malcolm went swimming, like countless others have done before him, but beneath the surface, strong rip currents were forming, the kind that can pull even experienced swimmers away from shore. Witnesses later described the water suddenly becoming rough, waves breaking unevenly, currents shifting without warning. Despite rescue attempts and emergency response, Malcolm-Jamal Warner was pulled under and drowned. The news spread quickly, and it hit hard, not because it was shocking in a dramatic way, but because it felt deeply personal. People remembered growing up with him, watching him mature on screen, feeling like he had always been part of their lives. His passing was a reminder that nature doesn't recognize fame, talent, or legacy. The ocean treats everyone the same. Then there was Sophia Hutchins. Sophia was known for her ambition and drive, a media figure, an entrepreneur, someone navigating life in the public eye while actively building her own future. She represented a new generation, confident, outspoken, always moving forward. In July 2025, not long after Malcolm's passing, Sophia was in Malibu, California. Malibu's coastal roads are famous for their beauty, but also for their danger. Narrow lanes, sharp turns, uneven terrain, and steep drop-offs create conditions where one small mistake can become fatal. On that day, Sophia was riding an all-terrain vehicle, commonly known as an ATV. These vehicles are designed for off-road terrain, but they also carry risks, especially when driven near cliffs or uneven ground. Witnesses reported that the ATV was traveling near a coastal roadway when it collided with another vehicle. The impact caused the ATV to lose control and plunge into a ravine below. Emergency responders arrived quickly, navigating difficult terrain to reach the crash site. Despite their efforts, Sophia Hutchins was pronounced dead shortly after. Her death shocked many people, not only because of who she was, but because of how ordinary the moment had been. A sunny afternoon, a routine ride, no signs that it would end in tragedy. Her story became a quiet warning. Accidents don't wait. They don't care about age, plans, or potential. They arrive without permission. Brad Everett Young wasn't a household name to everyone, but within Hollywood, he was deeply respected. An actor, a photographer, a storyteller, someone who valued craft over attention. Audiences may remember him from shows like Grey's Anatomy, Felicity, or Boy Meets World, roles that were brief but left an impression. Off-screen, Brad was known for his love of photography, often capturing quiet moments, empty streets, and overlooked details, the kind of images that tell stories without words. In July 2025, Brad was driving on a Los Angeles freeway. Like many LA freeways, traffic moved fast, lanes were crowded, and drivers relied on predictability to stay safe. That night, a vehicle traveling in the wrong direction entered the freeway. Wrong-way collisions are among the most dangerous types of accidents, often leaving drivers with no time to react. Brad's car was struck head-on at high speed. The impact was catastrophic. Emergency services arrived quickly, but the damage was severe. Brad Everett Young died from his injuries. Friends and colleagues described him as kind, calm, and deeply passionate about creativity. Hollywood didn't just lose an actor that day. It lost someone who loved telling stories quietly without needing recognition. Wenne Alton Davis represented the side of Hollywood most people rarely see, the working actor, the performer who builds a career step by step, audition by audition, without headlines or instant fame. She appeared in shows like The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel and Girls 5 Eva, earning her place through persistence and dedication. Her journey reflected the reality of many artists who chase dreams while living ordinary lives. In July 2025, Wenne was walking in New York City. Winter had settled in, the streets were busy, traffic moved quickly, pedestrians crossed intersections trusting signals and routine. While crossing the street, Wenne was struck by a vehicle. Details later revealed that visibility and speed may have played a role. Emergency responders transported her to the hospital, but she later died from her injuries. There were no cameras, no red carpet, no spotlight, just a life suddenly taken in a city that never slows down. Her death resonated deeply with those who understand how fragile life can be when dreams are carried quietly. She became a symbol of how many stories exist beyond fame. What makes these stories so painful isn't just who they were, it's how ordinary everything felt right before it ended. A swim in the ocean, a ride along the coast, a drive on the freeway, a walk across the street. Moments we all experience, moments we assume are safe. Accidents don't announce themselves, they don't send warnings, they simply happen, and when they do, they leave behind shock, memories, and unanswered questions. So take a moment, pause, think about how fragile routine really is. Which of these stories stayed with you the longest? Which one felt closest to home? Share your thoughts in the comments, not to argue, not to speculate, just to remember, because sometimes the most powerful thing we can do is slow down and not forget.